Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur. I just got out of the shower. I'm going to be doing some driving soon. Maybe I'll pick one of you up tonight. Who knows? But I read some news on the Rideshare Guys Facebook page that, I need to say something about it. Okay, so you probably know I'm not a fan of UberPOOL, and really, who is? I don't want to be judgmental, but I think that if you like UberPOOL, if you genuinely think UberPOOL is a good thing, you don't know how to add 1+1 because UberPOOL is just it's the biggest ripoff for drivers. It's the most backwards way to make money. You can't even make money on UberPOOL. Like, I struggled with it for a while. I tried. It's really not possible. But for some reason, Uber keeps trying to push it. They want this to be the future. I'm assuming because when they have their driverless cars, if they get their driverless cars working, then UberPOOL would be great because, more money for Uber. But if you are driving your own vehicle, UberPOOL is awful. It doesn't work. It never has. It never will. And yet Uber is so insistent on this, they have actually introduced it to certain airports. Yeah. Now, if you go to certain airports, UberPOOL will be an option. Guys, let me just state this right now. Don't do that. Never, ever, 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 ever accept UberPOOL on the airport. You are asking for so much trouble if you are. Where do we even begin with the problems? Okay, first of all, one of the problems with picking people up at airports is luggage. There is a lot of luggage sometimes. Now, once in a while you get someone who, most of the time, I'm going to say, I get someone who, they just have one suitcase, maybe two, and it's one or two people. But once in a while, you will get 3 or 4 people, and they will have like 4 or 5 bags, which, by the way, this is when you tell them that they do not need an Uber X. They need an Uber XL. But that's another rant for another day. Here's the thing. If you pick up 2 people from the airport, which are 2 people each, and they all have 2 or 3 bags of luggage, you can't do it. You just cannot do it. There is no room for the luggage and the people. There just is none. And that's only problem 1. The second problem, of course, is that you might not get a second ride. That's always a problem, and of course, that's like the biggest thing. I fully believe that if someone calls you on UberPOOL and you don't pick someone else, they should be charged the full amount for UberX. But again, another video for another day. So you might not get a second ride. But here's the other thing. People who you pick up from the airport, they normally have someplace they want to go. Now, they might accept UberPOOL because, hey, it's cheaper, I want to save money. And in their mind, it's like, and the app says, well, you might ride with someone. They're like, yeah, okay, who cares? But once you get someone else to pick up, then there's a problem. Because the people have just come from a long flight, they want to get to their hotel, or sometimes they need to get to work. They don't realize what UberPOOL is. They don't realize it means you're going to have to make a detour, probably. And now you've got a problem because they just don't have the time, and they're going to start begging you to not pick them up, and you'll get a low grade. Sometimes they might bribe you with more money, but you know what? There's no tip option on the app unless they hand you the cash right there and then. You have to accept that ride. This is so bad. Like, UberPOOL was never good. It will never be good. Uber, you need to stop this. Especially since drivers have largely committed to just not accepting UberPOOL rides. We will not do it. We know what it is. We know the pitfalls. There's not a single benefit you have given us to show us to accept UberPOOL is a good thing. So we will not do it. But now you're adding it to the airports. And for those few poor saps who are going to pick people up on UberPOOL, one of these 3 scenarios is going to happen, with the first one being way more likely. People at the airport need their own car, even if it's just them. I don't care who you are, because don't have the space for more than a couple bags of luggage and a couple people. That's the reality of it. So, advice: if you are at the airport in the queue and you get an UberPOOL request, ignore it. Just ignore it. It's not worth it. Don't even consider it. So, yeah, I don't know. But if you have taken an UberPOOL at the airport, I would love to hear your horror story. So comment them below and like, favorite, share, subscribe. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.